Hello, everyone. Randy Anderson here with Modexus, and I am joined today by Platinum Star Advocate Liz Geeslin, Westfield, Indiana. Hello, Liz. How are you today?
I'm great, Randy. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So today's conversation, I think, might be one of the more important conversations if you're a Modexus advocate, or maybe you're considering being a Modexus advocate. This may be one of the more important conversations that you hear because our model, we're an affiliate marketing company, and our model is very customer driven, very customer oriented. We believe that if you are successful as an advocate in building a vibrant customer base, that your advocate team is going to emerge naturally from your customer base. And I wanted to have a conversation today with Liz because Liz demonstrates month in and month out an exceptional ability to not only build a customer base, but also to communicate with their base, to embrace them, to make them feel welcome here at Modexus, make sure they're having the very best experience. So success leaves clues, Modexus, and I think this was a conversation. I want to know personally what you are doing, Liz. You do it extremely well. So developing brand loyal customers. Liz put together a few notes for me, and I asked her to give me 5 key points that she feels helps her be successful um, in building these relationships with her customer base. And we see it on the numbers because her customers love her. I mean, we get to talk to them every once in a while. They absolutely love her for the relationship building and the communication, but they also stay with her. Retention is exceptional with your customer base. So, excuse me, if you would, developing brand loyal customers. Liz, interaction immediately after an order is placed is your first bullet point. I'm going to let you talk about each point, and then we'll close out after the 5 points.
Right. Okay, that sounds great. Well, what I like to do is obviously, for the most part, you're going to, excuse me, have a conversation with somebody before they place the order. Occasionally, I have had this where just somebody out of the blue has either been watching me and places an order, which then you get excited because then you're like getting to interact with them for the first time. But the most important thing is because you've already had that business transaction is by showing that you're really excited about them getting their product. I go in and I keep track, and it's so easy in our back office to get that tracking number. Go in your customer, each of our customers, you click on order history and you can see exactly what they ordered. So if they did randomly order something and you didn't know what it was, then you can say, I see you've ordered the longevity, or I see you've ordered the tranquility. And so as soon as that tracking number is generated, then what I do is actually go in fact, I already did it first thing this morning while I was having my coffee, is I looked back, and because I had several new customers that I wanted to see when their order was coming, and I took a screenshot on my phone, or no, actually I had it pulled up on my computer, and I used my phone and took a picture of it, and then I texted them the picture and said, hey, looks like your longevity is going to arrive Thursday. And they were like so happy that I took the time to do that. It just was that touch point, because looking at this, when you build a strong customer base, that's where your residual income comes. I mean, that's to me why that this business model with Modexus is so important, is it's not totally dependent on what my team does. And when you have your customer base, number one, your advocates are going to rise out of it. But having that, starting with that first touch point, that's the first thing that I do is, and then I lead into the second one. So do you want me to just go on, Randy, or do you want to just read each one?
I'll hit the second bullet point here in a minute, but I think one of the things that stands out to me here, Liz, is that first of all, you're using the tools. If you go in your online office, guys, the My Customer tab. I mean, we added that a few months ago, and it's a priceless tool. One of the reasons we added it because of Liz, so you guys can thank her. But it's an easy tab in your online office. That here's the thing that sticks out to me. You make it a point, if almost every day, maybe not every day, but I know for a fact that you make it a point every day to go look at your My Customer tab and see what's happening with your customer base. I mean, and you've got a lot of customers, but you have a system in place where you do it very quickly, very efficiently, and you're using the tools. So great job. So point number 2, follow up within 2 days after receiving the product. I want to hear more about this.
Okay. Well, when I know that the product's going to arrive, like let's say this one gal, hers is going to come tomorrow, I'll touch base with her probably over the weekend. On Saturday, I'll say, I see you got your product, just, kind of confirming it. And if they have any other questions, like about the dosage, and say, reminding them, because people forget, or they just are just learning about our products. And it's like, when am I supposed to take the longevity again? And it's going back over. I always say, ideally it's 2 a.m. But the most important thing is consistency. Pick the time when you're going to take it every day. So where, people want to be led, they want to be, I love Donald Miller, who's, has Business Made Simple, and he's just a phenomenal marketer. And it's all about your customer is the hero. And you have to then lead them. They want to be led to a solution to a problem. They're only buying our products because they're trying to find a solution to a problem you have. That's it. That's the only reason they buy a product. So I think by then it shows them, and I guess that this came from my personal chef business when I first started, and this doesn't mean I don't want anybody to think that, you're coddling each of these people. This took me no time to do, but I want each of my customers to feel like, boy, I'm really special. I'm really special. I know she's really busy, but boy, I'm special. She cares about me, where they really feel valued.
So Liz,
Wait a minute, let me finish. Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, because I didn't want to miss this point. The other thing that I'm very adamant about, I say it nicely. I say, look, if you have any problem, please contact me first. Mm-hmm. Don't contact support. And if, contact me first. And sometimes I'll have a customer that has maybe contacted you, Randy, and because they feel they don't want to bother me. I said, no. That's my job. I am here to take care of you. If there's really an issue we need support, I'll go to Randy or Christian and find out what we need to do. But really, come to me first, see if I can solve the problem first.
That's a great point, Liz. And we love you for that, because at the end of the day, I mean, as advocates, you're earning a commission on your customers, and it's not an entitlement program or a welfare program or a free lunch program. You're earning that. And Liz, I mean, we've gotten to where if we see a support email come in from one of your customers, we just send it to you, and you address it right away, and your customers are super happy because it provides another touch point for you. And Liz, you're one of the busiest people I know. There's, I won't go into any details, but you're one of the busiest people I know. You have one of the largest customer bases in our company, and we're not talking about 5 or 10. It's way, way more than that. But yet you have this process in place, and I want to reiterate, you said it doesn't take much time. If you have a plan and you stay on your plan and you're executing it every single day, it doesn't need to take much time at all, but it will have a significant impact on your business, your weekly earnings with Smart Start, your monthly earnings, and of course your team is, I mean, Liz is, is just steadily growing towards Sapphire Executive. So, it does make a difference. So point 3. Now, keep in mind, you've had 2 touches already with people. Point 3, follow up before the first order has been totally consumed. Let us have it. This is a good one.
Okay. Well, and this is also depending on what product they've ordered. So let's just use, for example, because I will say that when I have somebody order longevity, and yes, I would still contact them at the 3-week mark, just to get feedback at that point. But I always say this is not a try for 1 month product. In the beginning, I say, look, if you're only going to go 30 days, save your money. That I say 90, and then once they understand the value, then they're either going to go in and get the Smart Pack, depending on if it's a couple or whatever. But let's just use the Tranquility, for example. Somebody has decided, hey, you've introduced them to Modexus, and the Tranquility and the Relieve for me are really great gateway products for people to try to see if they feel a result. And so then before that, I've touched one they've gotten, and I said, okay, I'll check in later, see how you've been doing on it. And so before that bottle of Tranquility, if they're taking a couple a day, then I'll check and see, how's it working for you? Have you played with the dosage? And then at that point, say, look, if this is really working for you, this might be a good option for you to get on the Smart Ship, where then you can save some money, and then you're never going to run out. Where you play, where you're showing the benefits of them making that decision. and that and that you're invested in seeing them continue with the benefits, that you want them to continue getting that good sleep or the pain relief, or with what all of our products are giving them, what the results that they're getting, you want them to continue having those results.
100%. This is such an uplifting conversation. I am loving this, and my energy is just increasing as we go. It's being around people like you, but people that have a plan. They understand, and we have many advocates that are starting to really understand the power of what we are doing here at Modexus, the culture we're creating, the customer affiliate, customer focus driven, and what can happen with your business. And if you're an old school network marketing type or whatever, look, just pivot a little bit and realize we're a hybrid company, and that where you want to be, you can get there through this process. And if you manage and develop brand loyal customers, it makes all the difference in the world.
Right.
So point 4, have a system that won't let anyone fall through the cracks. Amen. Have a system that won't let anyone fall through the cracks. Now, one thing I want to say, Liz, ahead of this, I think a lot of people really get hung up on this in their mind. They think they need to go out and they need to buy tools and have a fancy CRM program and all that type of thing. You can literally develop brand loyal customers without having any of these tools, other than using your back office, having a notebook, a pen, and a will and discipline to do this. But there are tools that can make it easier, right? So tell us about number 4.
Right. Well, I think it's finding out what kind of person you are. I'm horrible about keeping like a daily journal. I mean, I do as best I can, but I've gotten over. In fact, I don't do them dated anymore, because then it looks like a bunch of empty pages. So if I've given myself grace about that, but I know that that's me. But at the same time, I'm disciplined about it. And I was just thinking about this last night, is you can get just a calendar that has the days of the week, then weekly, whatever, and you just jot it down. So when you go to the next page, it tells you, okay, touch base with Kim and Debbie today. Check your thing, where it's just telling you what to do. Check them off the list. And then if you're going to follow up 3 weeks later, flip the calendar over 3 weeks, make a note. I mean, in the old days before computers, that's how we did stuff. That or index cards. I mean, there are still people I know in different direct sales companies that still use the file system with index cards, and that works great for them. For me, I have a CRM system that I use because I also use it to keep the tickler reminders I need to with my personal chef clients that are what I call my irregular regulars. And they would fall through the cracks if I didn't have them on every 6 week just to say hi thing, to see how they're doing. I know they're traveling, but because I get so many other things going with Modexus and all that. So that way it's out of my brain and into a system that will tell me each day, this is what you need to do. And that's the thing. But the thing is get something and then use it.
There's the key. Find what works for you and use it. Liz, you're so right. Look, I still remember these day timers?
Yeah, I know. They're great.
It still works for me.
Right.
There's something magical about writing things down too, versus
right. Oh, there is. Yes. Yeah, there is. No, I do a lot of different writing, but I know for me, for that works for me is having it in where I have this tickler, the reminders that come up in this system that okay. And then I write notes with the computer, but you're right. There is something definitely very powerful about writing it down too.
There is. And I think the bottom line, I think you would agree with me on point 4, having a system won't let people fall through the cracks. I mean, that's the key. It's about them. And that's the worst thing you can do. It's so unfair to go out and get a new customer and then just completely let them fall between the cracks. That is just.
I've had that. Right. And I've had that happen with other people that I've supported that I bought products from. And I thought, I'm getting low. She hasn't talked to me. She didn't even find out, did I like it? And I thought, really? So then it's like, I'll just go to Costco. I'll get my detergent there, or whatever.
I'm with you. There's too many choices. There's too many choices out
there. So we have to make it easy for that person to not go, I'll just get it at Costco. That they have that brand loyalty where they know it's coming every month, where you have nurtured that relationship where they don't even have to think when they look down that aisle at those supplements that they're even going there.
So you said every month, and now's a good point. I want to get your feedback here. we're also getting better as a company in providing tools to help you with this as well. Um, what do you think of the new USA Lannister Yes Pack with free shipping? It's a
Oh,
it's a smart ship pack. The female balance pack now is a smart ship pack. What do you? I mean, we can't do a pack for
no,
everything in
no.
every situation, but and guys, I'm telling you, there will be a male balance pack before the year's over, if come heck or high water. So get ready. But I can see having the Lannister Yes Pack, the female balance pack, the male balance pack. Um, what do you think of these, Liz, and how do you utilize these with your customers as well? Because they cover a lot of bases.
Right. Um, I think it's great. And I think that a lot of the whole thing too about with the free shipping on the ones that we can do, so much of that, and you and I have talked about this, Randy, is the psychological aspect of it. I mean, we're never going to be able to compete with Amazon, but I think that our customers, if we educate them, I know mine do, they get it, that it's just the price of, of doing business that we have to charge for shipping. But when you can put those special things together, especially when they're specific products that need to be consumed every month. I mean, it's something that you are going to take regularly and you're going to run out. And I know that when you did the free shipping after the price increase with the balance pack, I messaged every single one of my customers about that. Thank you, Liz. That's great. I get it. And they were delighted to learn about it. I said, hey, we had to do a price increase, but guess what? Now free shipping. It's a wash. I didn't go in and say it's going to be $2 different. I just told them it's just going to be a wash. Sorry.
Yep.
So,
It's so
but no, I
we're
think the packs are
providing the
great.
yeah, we're providing the tools. We make the shareables for you. And the other thing too, I appreciate is that we make beautiful shareables of you. So we stay on track with the stuff that comes from company. And that way we're not diluting or creating confusion in the field. So you are always great at taking those things that we create and then pushing them through to your customer base. And I know I've had many of them comment, they really appreciate you taking the time and, those occasional updates. So these new packages are key, for your customers. Point five, look for ways to show your appreciation for their trust in you.
Yeah. Okay. This is something that I think is so underutilized, and especially nowadays where we're doing so much stuff electronically, the power of a handwritten note. And one of my advocates, Polly Holzman, I mean, actually her business that she's in is a company called Send Out Cards. In fact, I told two other of my team members about this. Makes it a simple way to thank somebody, but you can buy a stack of cards at dollar store. I mean, it doesn't have to be, keep it simple. But when you write a handwritten note just saying, I just want to show you my appreciation for your faith in me and your brand loyalty to Modexus, and it goes a long way. And then yesterday, what I did for Valentine's Day is I did 5 of my, let's see, 3 customers and 2 advocates. I gifted them $25 in MLR points. And I just messaged them. I said, I just did this, happy Valentine's Day. I love you and appreciate your friendship and your faith in me. And when people, it goes a long way. And I mean, in all reality, we have to really care about people to really succeed in something that we're really trying to help them better their health. We have to really care about what we're doing here. And I just think that looking for ways to show them that. And sometimes it's just as simple that you're on your mind. I was thinking about you today, just wanted to say hi, hope you're having a great day. I mean, those kind of messages, when I get something like that from somebody, I mean, it's just it means so much.
Liz, your mindset, but I'm going to add to that also your heart set
Mhm.
is absolutely incredible. Mindset and heart set is what makes you so special, and I know is a big part of why you're having success developing such an amazing customer group or customer community within your business, and of course your advocates coming from there. A takeaway for me that I just heard too, that's music to my ears. The MLR program here at Modexus is incredible.
It's
It's icing on
wonderful.
the cake. It's a
It's icing on the
wonderful thing.
cake.
It
Yes.
is. But I think for most people, and this is just human nature, it's like, oh, look what I get. Look at the points that I get. Not that you don't use some points on your orders occasionally, but I don't really see you do that much. A lot of your points you're using as tools to build your business. So it's not
Yes.
about what you're getting. It's not, again, not, yes, you use some here and there, but not a lot
Right.
based on the amount that you earn.
Mhm.
Most of your points are going out to your team. You're investing back into your team. And I think that's such an example to set that you're setting for your advocate group, your team. But I hope people pick up on this, that it's a mindset and a heart set, and you're using that MLR tool as a way to build your team. So Liz, this has been an empowering conversation for me. I've
Good.
picked up a couple things. I know everyone's probably hearing this. We've got these 5 points. I'm going to take some time at some point today, with your permission, Liz, take your notes,
Sure.
and we're going to make a document out of this. We'll post it in the business community, probably the Blue Sky community. We may even email this out. This recording will live somewhere on our YouTube channel, so you'll be able to find it there, and we'll get it pushed through the group. So you took the time to share this information, and we are so grateful that you're willing to do that, and we're grateful for your leadership. So listen, everyone, this has been a great conversation with Platinum Star Advocate Liz Geeslin, Westfield, Indiana. I think you're going to see her on the Sapphire Executive stage very soon. So Liz, thank you. We love you, and we love your team. So,
Well, thank you so
that's
much,
all.
Randy. I just so appreciate you
Yeah,
asking me to do this, and it's my joy anytime.
absolutely. Okay, guys, that's all for now. We hope that you have found this extremely useful. I can promise you, if you'll take these points and apply them to your business, you're going to see nothing but growth. That's all for now. Catch you next time.